We have made it to the month of Sivan, the Hebrew month of Sivan, and it's the month where we receive the Torah. But there's also an energy this month that's not so easy, which is there's a tendency this month to be very self-critical, to be very hard on ourselves. Now that's not necessarily a bad thing, but when it becomes bad is when we get put into a place of self-pity. And that's actually an ego trap because it's the ego blocking us from taking responsibility and stepping into the person that we are meant to be and doing the work it takes to get there. Now, the opposite end of the spectrum is self-love, which is also important, but too much self-love is also an ego trap because the ego is saying, oh, you're perfect, you have no work to do. And we know that if you think you're perfect, that's when you're really done for because the growth just continues. Like if you're here on this earth, there's still work to do. So how do we know that we're at a healthy place with both the self-criticism and the self-love? And the answer lies in this month. This month, we receive the Torah. So the Torah is our ability to develop the sense and develop the language that our Creator is trying to speak to us in. Okay, so how does this work? So we have questions about our life, about our purpose, about who we are, what we're meant to do, what we're meant to become. And we can ask those questions. And we look at the outside world to give us those answers. But if we don't develop ourselves spiritually, if we don't study Torah, if we're not talking to a spiritual mentor, if we're not tapping into our groundings and our root and understanding the way the Creator made this world and the way the Creator communicates, then God can be talking to us all He wants through the world around us. We have not learned the language that He is trying to speak to us in. We haven't developed that. So it's going to be harder for us to actually understand the messages He's trying to get to us. And that's our check and balance. When we have that sense developed. So may we all be able this month to tap into and set aside time to taste the medicine of Torah and to be able to really develop ourselves and understand the language that our Creator is trying to communicate to us in. And then we'll be able to know what the healthy amount of self-criticism is and the healthy amount of self-love is, so that we are able to really step into and take on the responsibility and the work that it takes in order to become the person we're meant to be. Have an amazing, amazing month of Sivan. Bye.